Lightwater Valley is now becoming a very family orientated park, but with many rides and attractions. What are the top 10 rides at Lightwater Valley? Coming in at number 10 is Little Dipper. This ride is great for any child's first roller coaster ride due to there only being 2 laps and that there are many bug-tastic elements, including a few turns and one drop. Well, that's about it. Jokes aside though, this is one of the only standing roller coasters at Lightwater Valley, and due to having many rows, queue times are often short for this attraction. In terms of theming, there's not a lot like many rides over at Lightwater Valley. However, one thing that does scare me about this attraction is that face on the front of a car. Like, who thinks that's cute? It is so creepy. Let's take a trip onto the farm, as for number 8 we're heading on to Eagles Creek Farm. This 3-minute tractor ride is very unique, as unlike many other ones, this one features real animals, or just really good animatronics. No, they are real animals, but some of the animals that you can see include goats, ponies, sheep, chickens, and even pigs. This makes the experience of the ride so much more exciting than just having a few models, and to be honest, I think that is the reason why the ride is on the list. Each tractor can also sit 4 people, with there being 2 in the front with steering wheels, but don't worry, as there is a fence in between you and the animals over on Eagles Creek Farm. Number 8 may look tame, but oh my god, it isn't. This is Powder Kegs, and it is one of the craziest but funnest family flat rides I have ever been on. Previously being located at Loudon Castle, this ride is old, but it definitely fits into Pirate Cove, with the barrel themed cars that you sit in. Once boarded, hold on tight, as this Huss attraction will send you spinning in more directions than you can imagine, and probably making you feel very dizzy for the rest of your day. For the funnest experience though, I recommend going on this ride with 8 people, so as you go around you can face each other, which is really funny. All aboard! As for number 7 we have got the Lightwater Valley Express, and to be honest, I love train rides, as it's not only relaxing but you can also see all the rides at the park. Now obviously this isn't Disney standards, but if you do go over to Lightwater Valley, I highly recommend a ride on this attraction. This train ride lasts for over 10 minutes, and along the journey you head around the west side of the park, passing Pirates Cove, Swan Lake, as well as some rides just dotted around. However, if you do not want to go around the whole ride, you can get off at 2 stations. One is near Swan Lake and the other is near Ultimate, where you can both board as well as getting off the ride, which is absolutely awesome. So if you want to break from all of the thrills and want to have a relaxing train ride, the Lightwater Express is the ride for you. Choo choo. Number 6 is Skyrider. This is your typical chair swing ride, and it is the same make as Monkey Swing is over at Chessington. Therefore, if you have done one of these before, I wouldn't recommend doing it again, and I'd recommend going to the more unique attractions over at the park. However, if not, or you just really enjoy doing these sort of rides, you'll be in for a treat as you soar through the sky in your very own seat, held up by 4 metal chains. But don't worry, it is safe. Many people also do see this ride as the most thrilling flat ride over at the park due to its speed, airtime, as well as height. But now that Ravenclaw has now closed, I wouldn't disagree. So if you are a thrill seeker of any age, I would recommend a ride or a flight on Skyrider. Top 5, and for this book we're going on to Ladybug. This family sit-down family coaster has been operating since 1993, and it's basically a step up from the Little Dipper. There are some more intense turns, drops and thrills while still making it fun for all the family. So if you are brave enough to ride Little Dipper, this is a perfect next step up before riding the ultimate. Also, very good news guys, the face on this car is not as scary as on the Little Dipper. Unfortunately though, there are less theming on this ride, bringing the total theming count to nothing. Nevertheless, I still personally really enjoy riding Ladybug, and with its continuous short queue time every time I visit, this roller coaster is a must do. For number 4 we have got Trauma Tower, and I know you're probably watching the POV right now and thinking, why is a drop tower at number 4? Well, because it's not any drop tower, it is a Trauma Tower. Despite it not being that dramatic as it sounds, this ride is still a lot more intense than it looks. With a cycle lasting for around 1 minute, you experience many unexpected drops, which will just take your breath away. In addition to this, if you do sit on the side facing Eagles Creek Farm, you can get a lovely view of the animals, but not for long, as you may just drop. It is time for the top 3, and the number 3 spot is going to Splash Falls, an incredibly fun dinghy water ride where you get wet. This ride is perfect for all the family, and when you enter the queue line you can choose one of 3 slides. Slide 1, it lasts for 5 seconds, but it is so steep, giving you a lot of air time. Slide 2, it's a beginner's point, being very similar to slide 1 but with a bit more straight in the middle. Finally, you have got slide 3, which is the longest and wettest of them all, as you head round through a tube with many sharp turns, sudden drops, getting you off wanting to do it again and again. All of these choices make this ride so much fun, and therefore Splash Falls is at number 3. For the number 2 spot we have got Flying Cutlass, and to be honest I never thought I'd have a pirate ship at number 2. However, the reason why it is because it is still one of the more intense rides at the park, and personally I love a good old fashioned pirate ship. On this attraction, believe it or not, you go up and down. I know, right? Crazy stuff. Unfortunately though, you do not go fully upside down like the other one, I think it was called Black Barnacle, which just closed last year. Nevertheless, this is still great, but you need to be above 1.4 to ride this attraction, which personally I think it is way too high, but again, you do sail across the 7 seas. The number 1 spot is always a spot for the best of the best rides, therefore despite the operation, nothing deserves it more than the Ultimate. This roller coaster is the longest roller coaster in Europe, lasting 7 minutes, and features a whole lot, and I mean a lot, of straight moments in the first half. After that there is the second half, and it has got a lot, and again I mean a lot, of sharp painful turns, so if you have got back or neck problems this ride is not for you. However, if not, I would 100% recommend going on the Ultimate. Also, this ride heads around a massive field and woods, which is really unique. Unfortunately though, this ride has got a downside, as it is very rarely open, and like for the last 2 years I think it wasn't even open at all. So if you are heading over towards Lightwater Valley, I suggest checking the website before you go to make sure there's no disappointment. A fun fact about the Ultimate though is that when Lightwater Valley was building this ride, they actually ran out of money, so Great Western Railroad, I think it was, helped to finish off the track, which I think was quite cool. Unfortunately though, that is it from the Lightwater Valley Top 10 video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below, as well as checking out all of our other videos on the channel. But my name is Derrick from Theme Park Coasting, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.